from New Hanover County Schools Television. Three-time Blue Ribbon winner for the North Carolina Schools Public Relations Association for Outstanding Electronic Media. This is your School News.
Welcome to your School News. I'm Isabella Gaines.
And I'm Caleb Hall. Topping our newscast this week. One Text or Call Could Wreck It All campaign kicks off at Ashley High School. Free screenings for New Hanover County athletes and cheerleaders offered. And Bellamy Elementary crowned as North Carolina champion of Keep America Beautiful.
Our top story this week, the NC Governor's Highway Safety Program has launched its annual One Text or Call Could Wreck It All campaign at Ashley High School. The campaign reminds those behind a wheel of a vehicle that distracted drivers are not only a danger to themselves, but everyone else on the road. With the report is YSN reporter Bobby Blue.
Last year in North Carolina, 177 people were killed in crashes involving a distracted driver. That was just part of the message Don Nail, Program Director for the North Carolina Governor's Highway Safety Program, shared during the southeastern launch of the division's One Text or Call Could Wreck It All campaign.
Motor vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death for teens aged 15 to 19 years old. 10% of our drivers under the age of 20 involved in fatal crashes were reported as distracted at the time of the crash. This age group has the largest proportion of drivers who were distracted.
North Carolina law bans all cell phone use, both handheld and hands-free, for bus drivers and all drivers under the age of 18 years old, and bans texting and emailing for drivers of all ages. To give students an idea of just how quickly a driver's distraction can lead to an accident, VR simulators were available for students to use. The simulators put the students in a situation where they are behind the wheel of a car and find themselves suddenly distracted.
It was like a life-changing kind of thing. You never know when something can happen in a quick second and you're looking down at your phone and your life changes.
It was kind of like eye-opening. You were kind of watching it from another person's perspective almost. It was really cool.
It was super real. Like, I felt like I was really driving.
It was kind of scary just to see like how quickly like you get distracted, and like at first you think that like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, it's only a few seconds, like I'm not going to crash. But then you really realize how close you can get to like just ending your life or somebody else's just from like a 5 seconds glance. So I don't know, I thought it was kind of scary.
While anything that takes your eyes off the road, hands off the wheel, or mind off the task of driving is a hazard, there is a heightened concern about the risk of texting while driving because it combines all three types of distraction: visual, manual, and cognitive. Yet as students learned during this presentation, you cannot drive safely unless the task of driving has your full attention. Any non-driving activity you engage in is a potential distraction and increases your risk of crashing. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
The public is encouraged to stop by NHCS Mall Art Show and enjoy this amazing display of creativity and originality by the students. This show is located at Independence Mall, and displays are located in the center section of the mall and extended down to the wing toward the food court. Spectators can take their time exploring row after row of artwork featuring drawing, painting, clay figures, and much, much more. Artwork from all the schools will be on display. The opening exhibits featured students' artwork from elementary schools and ran last week. The second part of the exhibition, which is on display this week, includes displays from the middle schools and high schools. All the works on display were selected by the art teacher at each school. Each school's display provides a brief write-up of the assignments and methods which were involved in the creation of the works. The exhibit allows the local community to see the wonderful talents of our students. It also gives the students of all ages an outlet for sharing their work in a real-world context. Don't miss out on this great opportunity to see the masterful artwork of the young artists in our school system. The exhibit may be viewed during mall hours, Monday through Saturday, 10 o'clock a.m. till 9 p.m., and Sundays, 12:30 p.m. until 6 o'clock p.m.
Here, all North Carolina students who plan to participate in athletics or cheerleading must undergo a state-mandated screening examination. Physicians in our area working with the health department are once again offering free scannings for New Hanover County athletes and cheerleaders. With a complete report on all the details of Kathy Kale.
Both the physicians of New Hanover County and Pender County will come together to provide free physical screenings to students going into athletic programs soon. There will be free screenings for boys on June 1st and for girls on June 8th. This is a great opportunity to get a physical in order to play sports at no cost. Each year, North Carolina students who plan to participate in athletic events must undergo a required examination. Free screenings will be held at the Health Department, 2029 20 South 17th Street. The free physicals will be at 6 o'clock. The exams are for the students from Ashley, Virgo, Hoggard, Holly Shelter, Laney, Murray, Myrtle Grove, New Hanover, Noble, Roland Grice, Trask, and Williston. Please note that boys may not be screened on girls' night or girls on boys' night. The waiting area for students is the Health Department's parking lot near the auditorium entrance. Students will be called in groups based on school order. Parents must make sure that their students bring medical history, emergency information, and parental permission forms. Parental permission forms can be printed out at the school system's website. All forms must be completed before the exam has begun. If you have any questions, please contact Bonnie Brown at 910-790-5800 or contact lead athletic trainer Matthew Tritch at 910-251-6100, extension 270. Do not call the health department for more information. Parents, please remember that athletic screening exams are just that, screenings, not complete physical checkups. It is important for middle school and high school students to have their own primary care physician and to develop a relationship of mutual respect and trust with him or her. Moreover, if there are known health concerns, it is absolutely imperative that the young person's personal physician be on board. Reporting for your school news, this is Kathy Kale.
Bellamy Elementary students was crowned as the North Carolina State Champion of Keep America Beautiful's Recycle Bowl, the national recycling competition for K-12 students, teachers, and school communities. Recycle Bowl, which engaged nearly 1,300 schools spanning 47 states and the District of Columbia, took place over 4 weeks in the fall, culminating on America Recycles Day, which was observed on November 15, 2016. Bellamy Elementary has participated in the Recycle Bowl for the past 3 years. The students and staff at Bellamy have continued to expand and increase their recycling efforts each year. Bellamy's recycling team recycles school-wide each week while recycling in the cafeteria on a daily basis. The students take responsibility for maintaining their recycle routes by hallway and grade level.
GISA Serving the Whole Child event featured Dr. George Betts as the keynote speaker. Dr. Betts is the founder of the Center for the Education and Study the Gifted, Talented, and Creative. He is an internationally acclaimed speaker and consultant who specializes in assisting schools, districts, states, and national organizations to implement and refine programs for gifted and talented children to become lifelong learners. So often, gifted students are only recognized for their academic achievements, but there is so much more to those children than their ability to do schoolwork. Dr. Betts provided a simple but effective techniques for the parents to help children learning about their feelings and emotions. He also provided information on the different types of or profiles of the gifted and talented children. GISA stands for Gifted Information Sessions and Advocacy. The overall goal of GISA sessions is to help parents and caregivers gain a deeper understanding of their gifted child and giftedness as it pertains to the many aspects of their child's life. Now, when Your School News continues, we will have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have reports on testing and accountability recruiting volunteer proctors, Wrightsboro Elementary celebrates Earth Day, and Service Source in conjunction with New Hanover County Schools offers workshop with individuals with disabilities.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Don't you know everyone wants to laugh? My dad said be an actor, my son, but be a comical one. They'll be standing in lines for those old honky-tonk monkey shines. Now you could study Shakespeare and be quite elite, and you could charm the critics and have nothing to eat. Just slip on a banana peel, the world's at your feet. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh.
Welcome back to Your School News. With the testing season approaching, the New Hanover County Schools Testing and Accountability Department is recruiting volunteer proctors for area elementary, middle, and high schools. Having a sufficient number of volunteers and community partnerships is important to the effort of maintaining quality test standards. With the report is YSA reporter Bridget Donovan.
A proctored exam is one that is overseen by an impartial individual, a proctor, who monitors a student or students during an exam. The proctor ensures the security and integrity of the exam process. New Hanover County Schools Testing Department is looking for just such individuals to maintain the quality of the district's testing standards.
Proctors help the test administrator monitor students to ensure that there's adequate spacing between desks, that the lighting is good in the room, that the temperature conditions are good. They rotate around the room periodically, not all during the testing session. They can sit as long as they're strategically placed where they can monitor, and they just are that extra set of eyes for the test administrator to monitor to make sure that children have a prime opportunity to show what they know.
Volunteer proctor criteria and responsibilities include responsible adults 18 years or older and not enrolled as a student in the K-12 public school system. Required training from the Proctor Guide and an NC Testing Code of Ethics, which takes approximately 10 to 20 minutes on a day prior to or on the morning of testing. Requested attendance and volunteering at one or more testing dates from early morning to early afternoon. Requested support of the test coordinator and classroom that they are assigned. Required to maintain test security and ensure all testing procedures are followed. At this time, New Hanover County Schools is collecting names and contact information of volunteers. Testing dates are from May 25th through June 15th. In addition to test proctoring, there are other opportunities to assist schools in having successful testing, such as donating snacks, juices, and breakfast items for volunteers on the morning of testing. Please contact Tufana Bradley Thomas at 910-254-4319 or tufana.thomas@nhcs.net to sign up for volunteer or to donate snacks, juices, or breakfast items. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bridget Donovan.
Students at Wrightsboro Elementary enjoyed learning and celebrating the importance of Earth Day. With the help of the American Food Corps, students had a helpful hand with planting vegetables and flowers. Carrots are great vegetables to eat because they are rich with beta-carotene, which is converted into vitamin A in the liver. Students discussed how recycling new items from old and used materials can help reduce energy that can potentially be wasted. It also keeps materials out of landfills where they can contaminate groundwater systems and generate greenhouse gases. Students learned about aluminum cans and how the average person drinks one aluminum can every day. Recycling can help bring up 49% of the aluminum cans back to use. Students learned about hawks, corns, snakes, and the amazing alligator skull jawbone. Like all birds, hawks have a very good eyesight. They can see 8 times better than the human eye and are also able to see color. Wrightsboro students got to see firsthand a corn snake and learned they belong to a group of non-venomous snakes. Their docile nature and simple care make them a popular pet snakes. Best of all, the students got to touch it. It was a host of exciting and educational activities for students at Wrightsboro as they celebrated Earth Day.
Service Source, in conjunction with the New Hanover County Schools Transition Department, held a workshop to provide individuals with disabilities financial education and resources information, putting them up on the pathway to financially stable, financially independence, and self-sufficiency. A representative from the Social Security Administration spoke about the role that Social Security has in the community. She also let everyone know about the different disability programs available, emphasizing on 2 main programs, the SSDI and the SSI. 2 reps from the Corning Credit Union were also present to give information on how to make thoughtful decisions when it came to budgeting. They even gave a quick lesson on what credit is and how one can improve theirs own. In between the presentations, a Q&A session was held where families got to ask more in-depth and personal questions. Also featured at the workshop were representatives to talk about the Affordable Care Act as well as the health coverage options in North Carolina given to people with disabilities through Medicare, Medicaid, and the healthcare insurance market. Overall, the workshop was a huge success.
Finally, the 5th annual Teacher Trot 5K race and fun run presented by Hendrick Toyota of Wilmington is Saturday, May 6th. The event will begin at 8 a.m. and will be held at Ashley High School. Proceeds raised from the event will help support the NHCS staff wellness and student physical education programs. Registration costs are $25 for adults and $15 for students. Race day registration will be $30 and will begin at 7 a.m. at the Ashley track. To register online, visit the school system's website at www.nhcs.net and click on the Teacher Trot icon. Many schools will form teams and compete for awards that include Most School Spirit and Most Participation. In addition, awards will be given to the top 3 finishers in the following categories: age groups, best overall, and teams.
Now don't go away. Coming up, we'll have the lunch bill of fare.
Plus, an education index will take a look at State Superintendent Mark Johnson's announcement on the state's North Carolina Reads initiative.
And check out these trending pictures and stories on the school system's website. Howey Pre-K celebrates Earth Day. Students at Freeman explored their new virtual reality goggles using Discovery Education's VR app. And 5th graders at Pine Valley Elementary visited UNCW during Health and Human Services Week.
And always trending is Your School News on Facebook and Twitter. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
They'll test you, try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Welcome back to Your School News. It's time for our Education Index, a look around the nation and the world at some of the top stories in education. Topping the index, charter schools and magnet schools account for 9 of the top 10 public high schools in the country, according to the 2017 U.S. News Best High Schools national rankings and represent 60% of the top 100 schools in the ranking. That's despite representing a combined 16% of the 6,000 medal-winning schools. Charter and magnet schools have historically done well in the rankings because of the emphasis they place on college readiness and college-level courses, one part of the U.S. News methodology. But their prominence in the rankings comes as the sectors are booming. Charter schools in particular have seen an explosion in growth over the past decade, a 100% increase in the number of students enrolled since the 2007-2008 school year. Pathways in Technology Early College High Schools began with a lofty promise. All students will complete grades 9 through 14, earning their high school diploma and an associate's degree, at no cost to their family within 6 years. Since it opened, P-TECH has become one of the nation's most sought-after college and work prep models. P-TECH enrolls nearly 12,000 students at 55 schools in 6 states. Indicators show P-TECH making good on its promise to expose less advantaged students to a world they otherwise wouldn't have access to. What remains to be seen is how close the school gets to its aim of graduating 100% of students in 6 years with a diploma and associate's degree in computer systems, technology, or electromechanical engineering. Finally, joined by an exciting group of kindergartners who had just enjoyed a special story time in the East Garner Elementary School Media Center, North Carolina Superintendent Mark Johnson announced the state's NC Reads initiative. The launch of NC Reads will promote the 3 goals for the summer of 2017 to combat the summer brain drain, collect books and funds for books to donate to preschoolers and students for summer reading, distribute free subscriptions for every student in kindergarten through 5th grade to MyOn, which provides each user with a personalized literacy environment, and develop the North Carolina Reads online resource to seamlessly connect volunteers, donors, and stakeholders to literacy efforts and programs across North Carolina. This is the 5th consecutive year that the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction has encouraged local communities to collect or purchase and distribute appropriate books to elementary school students. And that's this week's Education Index, a quick look at some of the interesting education stories from around the nation and world. Now don't go away, we'll be right back with the Lunch Bill of Fare. This is your school news on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net.
When life's this hard, graduating can be even harder. But you can help Jose and the students in your community make it through by visiting boostup.org.
Welcome back to Your School News. It's time now for this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. Our lunch menu anchor, Ivan Santiago, joins us now with this week's school lunch menu so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working with New Hanover County School System can plan their lunchtime options.
Thanks. This week in May is School Nutrition Employee Week. As you walk through the line, make sure you thank everyone for their service. But first, let's check out what your cafeteria is serving for lunch. On Tuesday, May 2nd, enjoy spaghetti and meatballs with a breadstick, a pork barbecue sandwich, or barbecue chicken with a biscuit. Side items include lima beans, peas, garden salad, diced pears, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, May 3rd, enjoy teriyaki chicken and rice with an egg roll, cheesy breadsticks, or a turkey and cheese wrap. Side items include pasta salad, tomato and cucumber salad, garden salad, frozen fruit cup, and fresh fruit. On Thursday, May 4th, enjoy a BOT sandwich with cheese cubes, macaroni and cheese with a roll, or a cheeseburger. Side items include carrot sticks, roasted herb potatoes, garden salad, mixed fruit, and fresh fruit. On Friday, May 5th, enjoy a beef enchilada with Spanish rice, chicken egg rolls with fried rice, or corn dog nuggets. Side items include oriental vegetables, garden salad, diced peaches, and fresh fruit. After the weekend, start your week off with chicken nuggets with rice and gravy, a fish fillet sandwich, or a hot dog with chili. Side items include macaroni salad, North Carolina sweet potatoes, garden salad, diced pears, and fresh fruit. Now let's review this week's selections. You've got some great entrees to choose from this week. On Tuesday, enjoy a pork barbecue sandwich. Wednesday, we have our cheesy breadsticks. Thursday, enjoy our cheeseburger, and then end the week with a beef enchilada. Then return to a delicious fish fillet sandwich. That's what's on slate for school at your school's cafeteria. Once again, we would like to remind you to be kind and courteous to everyone working at your school's nutrition program. Without them, you wouldn't be able to enjoy any of these nutritious, delicious, and healthy meals. With the Lunch Bill Affair, I'm Ivan Santiago. Back to you.
Thanks, Ivan. Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill Affair during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of healthful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition. Now don't go away. Coming up next, Castle Haynes students work together to install a large geometric designs.
Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Don't you know everyone wants to laugh? My dad said be an actor, my son, but be a comical one. They'll be standing in lines for those old honky-tonk monkey shines. Now you could study Shakespeare and be quite elite, and you could charm the critics and have nothing to eat. Just slip on a banana peel, the world's at your feet. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh.
Welcome back to Your School News. The 4th grade students at Castle Haynes Elementary have been taking their learning outside.
Those visiting the school no doubt have seen the large-scaled, colorful geometric sculpture designs positioned around the school campus.
These collaborative art projects were guided to completion by Castle Haynes art teacher Peggy Cleary and involved merging the core subjects of art and math.
Greater Wilmington Assistance League even provided funds for the integrated core subject project.
Castle Haynes students worked together to enlarge and install the geometric designs, applying newly learned surveying and measuring skills often used by land surveyors or architects outside the classroom to create the temporary sculptures.
Students scaled up the radial designs from the models they created in art class using surveyors, tape, protractors, wooden stakes, field measuring tape, and an engineer's mallet.
These temporary sculptural installations on Castle Haynes Elementary School's grounds are a creative way for the students to show what they know and provide visual enjoyment for the students and school community on a grand scale.
That does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories. One Text or Call Could Wreck It All campaign kicked off at Ashley High School. Free screenings for New Hanover County athletes and cheerleaders offered. And Bellamy Elementary crowned as the NC champion of Keep America Beautiful.
Your School News is on cable and online. And don't forget to start your morning with our light and lively morning show, weekdays at 6 a.m. I'm Caleb Hall.
And I'm Isabella Gaines. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network.
Have a great day.